know this guy. He doesn't care about money, doesn't really care about fame. He is hell-bent on realizing a UFC champion.
Family, and now he's got his opportunity that he's been waiting for, and he hasn't had that many UFC fights trying to finish fights. And even in that Yoel Romero fight, even though he didn't get that done, that was for sure.
Coaches and his teammates will talk about the ability, but they will also tell you that what sets him apart is cut angles on Israel Adesanya, but he also mentioned the word patience. That has not...
Yeah, and I think that's because of that Romero fight, right? And a lot of people and all of the critics out there are judging his cardio. Challenges that other people may have tried to avoid, the Romeros, the Costas of this division. He believes in his training, he believes in his coaches, and he's proven it time and time again. Wrestling defense that he's proven time and time again inside of the octagon. I mean, he's got...
He's often fond of saying, I don't get tired. If you doubt the heart or toughness, go watch the Kelvin Gastelum fight at UFC. In the entrance, he told us the big stadium crowd in Melbourne sort of necessitated something epic. Born in Paulo Costa, he believes that he has all the tools to get it done and successful.
In Paulo Costa, the most terrifying contender ever. Everyone the UFC put in front of him.
Perfectly scary. Paulo Costa went at him as if there was no threat.
Look at me.
There's no one like me, like no one. Pick him apart. I go into your issue, bro.
I'll see you soon, boy.
Each advantage. All right, now for the main event introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Five rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight champion.
Favorite around -175. Paulo Costa is in gray. Israel Adesanya is in the black and gold.
Costa waves him on.
Both men.
Yeah, and that's what Izzy's going to do. He's going to be smart, and he's going to try to let Costa fall on his own sword and rush in, and then he'll look to counter with some...
It's interesting to hear Adesanya's teammates and coaches talk about how much better he's getting. And now 19-0 in his mixed martial arts career. Costa attacks that lead leg of Adesanya. Kicks, about a minute gone by here in round one.
And I've said that in the lead. Costa's got underrated kicks. He throws them, but is he doing a really good job of already chopping that lead leg? Yeah, I would. I wouldn't even want to check it. I just wouldn't want to be there. As you see, he's precise with...
Body kick from Costa and a counter right from Adesanya. Adesanya super efficient here early on. Batten's jawing back and forth. Costa going hands behind his back earlier than I expected.
Not to be recognized. And this is the patience I think we're talking about, John, from Costa. He's not rushing in because he knows.
Romero.
Under 2 minutes here to go in this round. You're not standing there, not doing much. Already 9 leg kicks have landed for the incumbent.
They're not affecting him.
Costa closes the distance quickly.
You see all the cupness, he's going to come after it. And that's the safest bet right now, especially early in the first.
Outstanding striking flow early, moving brilliantly. First clinch situation doesn't last very long. Just 7 total strike attempts now, 8 for Paulo Costa. Our fighter meeting, no need to be anxious or fast early. 5 minutes down, round 1 for the champion.
First round, big leg kicks there from Adesanya. And, you know, stomping to the front leg. There's a body kick from Costa that kind of bounced off the hip. That one lands. Izzy catches it, looks to counter. Good job from Costa, pushing off.
All right, here we go, round 2. 22 of 37 unofficially on his significant strikes in round 1. Here we go, round 2.
Really get red on that leg, that lead leg of Paulo Costa. Just, you know, which one's like lower shin, mid shin, knee of where Israel is landing each one of those kicks. Poker face strong from Paulo Costa, but he's not landing anything yet. He's got to close this distance. He's got to let his hands go there. But no boxing so far, really, from Paulo. Back the inside quite a few times now as well. Really mixing it up. And for Israel, he could do that all day. He could sit out.
Do not want to eat too many more of those. Got to think they were expectant that Izzy was going to.
At some point, you've got to try to address it. You've got to go for it, right? And I'm not saying that's easy on you. He's just so smooth, not even open his mouth to breathe at all here. Almost mid.
Don't miss a recap of all the action on the UFC Fight Night, or 253 post show, I should say. It's on ESPN Plus. Paul, Megan, Angela Hill appeared to land, but Costa was able to eat it. In and around that right eyebrow of Costa, who eats a jab there from Adesanya, who is firing on that under 2 minutes here in round 2. And now Adesanya attacks.
Costa's doesn't catch him in the meat. But now, since he's been attacking the legs so much, Izzy can afford it. And then he's out. And then he's going to go to the leg again.
Trying to cover. That is it. Still on this.
Too easy. He's too good. Wow. I mean, you look at.
He has left Anderson Silva, Kelvin Gastelum, Robert Whittaker, Yoel Romero, and now
with ease, John. With ease. He made that look easy. The leg kicks upstairs, lands those head kicks, lands those punches, and then when he has you hurt, man, the elbow.
Replay is brought to you by GovX. If you have a military or first responder background, get ultimate deals on.
This is just beautiful work here. Oh, right off the dome. I don't know how Costa ate that. I mean, he was trying to put on a good poker face, but his legs were trashed by him for the kill. Starts smashing him with hammer fist. Very similar to the finish against Robert Whittaker. Eugene, his team losing their minds on that. Congratulations, Israel Adesanya. Trashed by Israel Adesanya. Here, look at that slip. Boom, there's that slide back left hand right off the temple.
Trench there with 13, but Adesanya moving into a tie with Chris Weidman at 9.
What now? At 3 minutes, 59 seconds of the second round. Declaring the winner, still the undisputed UFC Bender Adesanya!
Israel Adesanya, with the entire world watching, you turned in a near perfect performance here tonight. It seems like everything is.
Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot because of what happened last time. You thought, oh, he's clickbait headlines, but trust me, I had to make y'all remember, and I had to remind the world why.
Like the most dangerous guys, but you believe there was a major skill discrepancy here tonight. Your thoughts on the fight?
I've been telling you, money outside the UFC, 30% ain't shit. I already DM'd Jared Cannonier. He's a hell of a dude. I love his energy. He's a beautiful. If he beats Robert Whittaker handedly and dominates him, he's next.
The world once again with
Eugene, Tristan. Can you hear my mans in the back? Brad Riddell, Kai Carfran, Shane Young, Bo at home. I love you all. Hey, shout out to the puppy. Mwah.
You are looking at the undisputed.
And that post-fight interview was brought to you by EA Sports UFC 4. Shape your legend in EA Sports. Interesting from the Israel Adesanya there once. Jared Cannonier neck. I like that, but like he said, he's got to get through Robert Whittaker. Here's the head kick that kind of started it all for me. From Adesanya, just damaging that lead leg. So smooth with his boxing. Look at that slip. What's there to say? The guy is as legit as you can get.
Well, and if there are some out there in the MMA world.